Aloha everyone, this is Julie from Hawaiian Beach Walk. I hope you're having a great day today. Well, I just wanted to share with you a card I wanted to make for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You see I've got my nails done and with the ribbons for breast cancer awareness, and I know many of you know that over the past year I have been battling that, but we're winning the battle, so that's a good thing. And but I just wanted to be able to make a card today that would just kind of share that support, and also that you could make and just send to someone who might be battling cancer. Now this, I'm going to be doing it in the pink colors for breast cancer, but of course you can use any of the colors. And actually I do have a chart that tells you like different colors for the different type of cancers. If you would like that, please, you can email me at julie@hawaiianbeachwalk.com and I'll gladly send that to you. I had found it online. It's very helpful. And that way you can specialize and detail a card for someone who may unfortunately be going through this battle. And I wanted to say too that one of the things that in going through the battle is that it's really nice when you're able to receive cards and special notes from people. I have to say I'm very, very blessed. I have a wonderful family who and friends who have supported me through this whole process. So I was very lucky with that. And one of the things that was really nice was when I would receive a card or a phone call from somebody. So you might have someone that you might be able to share this with. So I'll be honest, I haven't designed the card yet. We're just kind of going on the fly here, but I wanted to make sure that I got a video made. So let's get started. I do know that I'm going to do a Blushing Bride base. So let's go ahead and cut that out. I'm going to get my trimmer here. And I'm going to go ahead and make this a 1/4 inch. I'm going to cut it at a 1/4 inch. All right. The extra on the side. And then I'm going to score this at 5 1/2. One of the things, always make sure when you're using your trimmer that you have the right tool, either the score or the cutting blade. I've done it before where I thought I was going to score and I ended up cutting. So you want to make sure. Okay, so here's our card base. Okay, and then I would like to then put another base down of the Melon Mambo. So I'm going to make this one 4 by 5 1/4. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. All right. So that's going to go like that. Okay. Got that far. Okay, and then I'm going to take some of our Whisper White. I'm going to cut 2 pieces here because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another piece of white on top of here, which will have my the decorations, the stamps, and the sentiment on it. Okay, and then I'm also going to put another piece of white in here to have my message on. Okay, that I can send to somebody. All right. Sorry about that. I just dropped a piece, so I'm going to pick that up so we keep ourselves all together here. All right. And then, so this one, okay, so for the top piece, I'm going to cut at 3 3/4. I like to do my increments of 1/4 inch. There's some who like to do 1/8 inch. I just like to give a little bit more color to the background pieces. Okay, so we're going to do this at 3 3/4. And then this one will be at 5. Okay, well, let me double check, make sure I like the way that looks. Yep, okay, that's good. We're good there. Okay, now, but for the inside's going to be a little bit different. We're going to make this one 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this 4. Make sure I'm all lined up. There we go. I always say these are great pieces for sentiments. Okay, make this one 5 1/4. Okay. All right. Put these other extra pieces aside because I save everything. Okay, so let's see here. We have this here, and then this piece will go onto the inside as such. Okay. So we're doing good there. All right, got it. Okay. All right, so we have our bases cut. So now I think I can put this away, at least for right now, my trimmer. And let's see, what are we going to do? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to do this, the Ribbon and Melon Mambo, I think. And then, see, these have such good sayings. You know, seriously, you can use these for so many things. I mean, I really do love them. So, like, for instance, okay, so live every moment, laugh every day, love with all your heart. Okay, really, that's good for anybody, anytime. That's perfect. Sending love and hugs to you, that's also awesome. With faith, all things are possible. And then also this one has courage. Oh my goodness, I don't know. What should we do? What should we do? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to use the courage one, and I'm going to have it come across here. Okay. And then what I think I'm going to do is, it has this little heart stamp. I think I'm going to be stamping this around in the Blushing Bride. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then on the inside, I think I'm going to put the sentiment, sending love and hugs to you. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so for right now, I'm going to put this away. But like I said, this set is really awesome. I mean, you can use it like I'm doing for a cancer patient, but the sayings in here, you can use them for so many other cards. So this is a stamp set I really do like. It gives you lots of possibilities. Okay, so this is called Ribbon of Courage, all right? Awesome set. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside for right now, just so I can go ahead and finish getting things done here. Okay, so first let's go ahead and take care of the inside of the card. Now, one of the things I will always tell you is, make sure you do all your stamping first and then put the piece onto the cardstock. I don't want to glue this on here and then do my stamping, because if I make a mistake, then I've also ruined my card base too. So I'm going to keep this separate while we do the stamping first, okay? Because if I make a mistake, then I can always cut another piece. That's one of the great things about it's paper. So we can do many things like that. All right, so let's do this. And, you know, I have to say that stamping has been a great relief for me. It's always my stress relief. I love doing it. And I'm so glad now that I'm feeling better. So I'm able to do my stamping and having a good time, spending time in my office and creating. For a while there, wasn't able to do it, was too tired, but now I am able. So that is a really good thing. All right, there we go. Love it, love it. Okay, and then I need another little clear stamp block, so I can put that heart on there. And, oops. Okay, see, it's on there now. I'm debating. Do I want that in the... Yeah, I think maybe the Blushing Bride, I think, yeah. I think that's it, maybe. This is what's so much fun, you know, when you have your tools with you and you're just able to sit here and create. Okay, now, you see how I'm having trouble with this not sticking? Okay, so what I'm going to do is, and it's a good thing that it happened while I'm crafting with you guys, because I'm sure this happens to you guys too sometimes. I think it was France Martin, I think, who I had seen this for. You can use like a lip balm and just put that on the top there, and then when you do this, it stays on. It sticks. Isn't that great? I love that tip. Okay, so if you can see, I think I'm just going to do a few hearts here in the corner. Okay, just a few hearts there. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this in on the inside. Okay. Let me grab my, excuse me, seeing my hand there. Let me grab my glue. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead and move this. What I did is I just took a votive candle glass piece. I covered it with some paper, but now I keep my glue in here upside down. So it's making it a little bit easier to use. I still do have to shake it some to make sure all the glue is down there, but it does make it a little bit easier. See, and as I'm getting towards the end of the bottle, usually what I do is all my really full bottles are with all my craft class supplies. So my crafters get to have the full bottles, and then I use the ones that are just have enough left, you know. You don't want to throw them away. They still got glue in them. Okay. All right, so there's our inside. Okay, so I'll put that aside. Now let's create the outside. Also too, I have on the side of my desk, which I know you can't see it, but I have my scrub, my scrubber for my stamps on the side. So that kind of always makes it a little bit easier as you're doing things. You can go ahead and clean your stamps, put them back where they belong, because otherwise I lose them. So it's not a good thing. All right, so let's go ahead and make this one now. This one here, I need a little bit bigger clear block to put it on top of. Okay. Ah, see, it happened to me again. So it's okay. I've got my little lip balm here. And this one actually is, because it's so warm here in Hawaii, we've actually been having a really warm weather, but the last 2 days it has been better. We've had some rain and it has cooled things down some, so it's such a relief. But still with the lip balm, it's a little bit soft. Okay, when I have a big stamp like this, as you can see me, I'm going backwards instead of like this all the time. This way too, I can make sure I can see, okay, do I have everything covered? Is it all covered? Okay, so I can get a good stamp with it. All right. Okay, and I'll excuse me if my hands get in the way, or my head gets in the way. Trying to make sure I've got this. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. One of the other things too I was going to tell you is that when you do use something like a lip balm or something on with this thing, just make sure that you clean everything really well afterwards, so that way you don't get any residues and so forth left on your blocks or on your stamps. Okay, and then we're going to do Courage. Now, remember I was telling you about that extra piece we had and using them for sentiments? That's what we're going to do. We're going to use this one. And I think what I may use, a, okay, so what I'm going to use is this piece, the scrap paper that I had from cutting before, but I think I'm going to use a different color, and I think I want this to be darker, so I think what I'm going to use is, I think I'm going to use the Berry Burst color. I think that might give us a little bit of a color distinction. And so let's give it a try. We'll see what happens, right? If not, we just do it again. All right, let's see. Okay. Yeah, and I think, yeah, I'm going to like that. I like that a lot. Okay. So now, how am I going to do this? I think actually I'm going to just do a freehand cut. So let me close this up first, because otherwise that is an accident waiting to happen, especially with me. Okay, and I don't need the Melon Mambo anymore either. You know, I have to say these two colors here are like two of my absolute favorite colors from Stampin' Up! I'm a pink and purple girl. The other colors are the purple colors, shades that they have, but I really do like these two. Okay, so we're done with that Courage stamp. So what I'm going to grab here now is my pair of scissors, and I'm just going to freehand this, okay? And I'm just going to be cutting this, and you always want to move your paper and not your scissors. You just get a better, more even cut that way. It's a smoother cut. I guess I should use the word that. It would describe it better. Okay. And we're just going to put it like that. Now I have a little bit of an edge here, so I'm going to trim that about. Okay. Courage. Love it. Okay. I'm really liking how this is coming together. Okay. So here we go. Then I'm going to add the hearts around to it, okay? And I just randomly like to do stamps on my cards, sometimes a little bit off the sides. It doesn't have to be, you know, exact every one, but I like to add that color. And I think this is a nice way to say that we're sending hugs. Okay, so, oh, now see, I just had that happen. So now I'm going to have to fix that somehow. So let's see what else we can do. Okay. And first of all, let me make sure I've got enough stamps in here that I want. Am I good? Okay, I think I'm good on that. So we'll go ahead and clean this off. Okay. And now we've got to figure out what we're going to do to fix that thing here. How frustrating. Yeah, this always happens. But you know what? I always tell people, I'm like, you know, when I make mistakes, then it's, I usually end up, when I'm trying to figure out what to do, I usually end up with something nicer than what I originally started with. So it's probably always a good thing, right? I have to say, excuse my voice. I have been having terrible sinus problems, and so I'm all hoarse. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just going to get some dimensionals out. This little kit, you can buy these cases on Stampin' Up. This is like what would be the case that they would store the wood mount stamps in. But what I use it for is just my quick supplies that I can keep handy for my scissors, my glue dots, my paper piercer, some of the embellishments and so forth, my bone folder. So I just keep it all in here, and then it stacks really nicely in my craft bag. And when I go to crafting events, and I have this with me, and I just pull it out, and it really makes it handy. So that's when you see me pulling that out, that's what that's from. So what I'm going to do now is let's go ahead and I'm taking part of the sides of the Stampin' Dimensionals, okay, and I'm just going to put this on the Courage part. Okay. And then we're going to put this right here. Okay. Liking that. All right. So now let's just see what we're going to do about this little part here. We're going to need to add something to the something to the picture here. Let's see. How about if we do some flowers? Maybe we can do like a base of flowers with some leaves there. That might be maybe something that we can do that will work out for that, okay? Actually, there is a little flower stamp also in here. So let me see if we maybe make a few flowers and we will punch them out. Let's see, what size would this be? I always keep a ruler handy. Okay, so that's about a 1/2 inch. So if I have a 1/2 inch circle punch, which I know I do, just gotta pull it out and we should be good. Now, let's see the other thing. So we can still use part of this paper, scrap paper. So let's grab that and get some stuff done here. So I keep a basket of all my clear blocks, so that's what you were just hearing, with my little rattling around. All right. I think I'm going to make 5 of these, okay? Okay. Now you hear rattling again as I get into my drawer of where I have my punches. And hopefully, let's see, this is a 3/4 inch. Let's see how much bigger that's. Kind of way too big for that. Okay. So let's see. Here we go. Found it. I have a drawer full of my things. Now see, that still is really kind of big. I think I would much rather have maybe, no, that's a 3/4. Too big. We still need, that's my 1 inch. Okay, well, you know what? There we go. I think this may work. We'll see. Perfect. It's a 1/2 inch. Okay. There we go. And then if we can add maybe a little bit of leaves. Let me see if I can find the punch set that I have that we can use with some leaves. So you see how these strips, sometimes, you think, oh, that's just a little bit of piece of paper, I don't need to keep it. But you see how handy it comes in? That's why I keep those things, because they work out really well. Okay, so let's see. Let's take this, kind of make it like a little flower bouquet. Oops. And let's get some leaves, and then we will call this project done. Okay. Okay, this is the Blossom Builder punch. And so I think what I'm going to use is this little leaf over here on the side. So let me grab some green scrap paper and we will add that to it. So, these are such rich colors. I think I'm going to use this. Oh, I don't know. Should I use the Tranquil Tide? Mossy Meadow. Maybe the Mossy Meadow I should use instead. Okay. Such decisions. Okay, so let's see. And let's get one more, I think. Okay. Let's see. Or I don't know. Should I do a second here? Sorry, I just sit there and kind of create and see where I think is best and what I like best. maybe we might just do one flower. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that instead. Just the one flower with the 2 leaves. See, you never know, right? And hey, I just save all these others. I'll use them for another project, okay? It's all good. Nothing goes to waste. I know I can find a use for them somewhere. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the leaves down. Okay. Sorry about that. The glue is taking forever. Okay. One there. So we cover up that blooper. So this, we'll put it that way. So there we go. Okay, so like that. And then I am going to put a dimensional, I think, on top of this. I think that will make it look a little bit nicer, I think. And I really do have to say that, you know, receiving cards are so nice. It really is nice. And emails are great, but you know, a card people can put up on their nightstand, or if they're in the hospital, they can put it up next to them on the wall so they have something to look at. And it really does, it really does cheer up the day. It really does. So I highly recommend sending cards out to those who you care about. Let me just move things out of the way here so I can finish this project up for you. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, okay, see, I like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to first glue down the base of the melon mambo, okay? And I just randomly, you know, just put the glue around. I don't do it too heavy, and I don't do it right next to the sides because I don't, as you know, as you put the glue down, it's gonna ooze out. You know, it's gonna move around, and I don't want it going outside of the paper onto where it can be seen. So that's why I don't go right to the edge. Okay, and then I position it down. Okay, oops, I moved it a little bit. There we go. Back to in my card base, fix it a little bit. Okay, and now let's glue on the top layer. Shake our glue down. Here we go. I guess I really do need to get a new bottle of glue. All right, and here we go. And the reason I like using the glue is it just gives you a little bit of leeway time to make sure you have everything straight and you can adjust things. But once it's down, it is down. All right, well, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And like I said, this is from the Ribbon of Courage stamp set. Awesome, awesome set. I love it. And I hope that you're able to share this with somebody who may just need that loving thought. And it's really nice when they know that they have everyone's support and that they're being thought of and they're not forgotten. Alrighty, everyone. I hope you have a blessed day. Take care. See you next time. Aloha.